Welcome guys, this is Radio Xposed and we're here once again, and today I have something special for you all. For my South African brothers and sisters, we're family. I'm from Ghana, but when I meet my South African people, it's the same kind of love. I have a South African pretty queen on my channel today that I'm going to have discussions with. Before we start anything, please remember to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever any video or audio drops on the channel. And you can leave us a comment and you can give us a thumbs up, and then we will appreciate that. But before I move on, please let me say this: thank you for the support that you've been giving me all this while. When I started, you've been keeping up with me, you've been watching my videos, and I really appreciate it. Deep down in my heart, I'm going to say thank you to you all. Without wasting too much time, let me just go straight to my guest today. And today I have on the show Mahalia, but I prefer to call her Mahalia. She's been in Chendu for some days now, but the first time I met her, she was so lively and I loved her for that. Let me just go straight and then talk to my guest. Keep up with us, I'll be right back. Yeah guys, we're back. So we went for a short break and I introduced my guest already, so right from here we're going to take it on. Welcome, Queen Mahalia, which I prefer to call you Mahalia. Welcome to the show. This is Radio Xposed.
Thanks for having me, Michael.
Before we start everything, how has it been for you within this whole COVID-19 period?
Wow, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy at all, especially during the lockdown. The lockdown really affected me. If I want to elaborate on that, it affected me financially because I was staying at the dormitory, the school dormitory. Okay. And I was moved out from the school dormitory to a hotel that I had to pay for myself for the good 3 months.
Why didn't they pay for?
Well, our company has stated to us that remember, number one, when that lockdown took place, it was during vacations. Yes. Yeah. So when it's holidays, we don't stay at the school dormitories. We move out.
Okay. Yeah.
So but then, so like a holiday would be like for 30 days max, or maybe sometimes 60 days. But at that time it was supposed to be 30 days, but it got extended because of the lockdown. Yeah. So I cannot blame it that much from the company for the first 30 days. Yeah. But the next 2 months, I was like, they need to intervene.
Yeah, they had to help.
Yeah.
Come in and help.
Yeah, but they did not.
So you had to spend.
I had to, bro. It is very tough because I ran out of cash, meaning like I ran out of RMBs. Okay. I had to touch down to my rands, and you know when you touch down to your currency, it's not good. It's not good.
Yes, I know that. I know that. So if I am to ask you, tell us about yourself. My viewers, my listeners would want to know you. Tell us about yourself.
Good people, this is Mahalia, but he prefers to call me Mahalia.
Yes. I think Mahalia sounds so sweet.
Is it?
Yes.
I'm from South Africa, and I was born in the Cape.
Okay. Cape Town, right?
No. When I'm saying Cape, I mean like Eastern Cape.
Okay.
There's East and there's West. Okay. So I'm from the East.
All right.
Yeah. Then I was born in a small town called Port Elizabeth.
Oh, Port Elizabeth.
Yeah.
I think during the World Cup they had a stadium there.
Yeah. There's a stadium there. I was born there and I went to school in Port Elizabeth till I was 21 and I moved out from the house of my family, of my parents in fact. I grew up in a very religious family. Okay. My mom and my dad are Christians. Oh. Well, I'm still a Christian, guys.
So let me pause you there and ask this. I know how I was brought up in a Christian home too, and I know how we were. I don't know if it's same as in South Africa. Are your parents like really strict when it comes to religion?
Very, very. Do you know I grew up in a background whereby we were not supposed to listen to other type of music besides gospel.
Okay.
It was
quite similar to Ghana back then.
With us, it was my parents, I think they were extra at some point. And then the dress code.
Yeah, we do that too.
So I moved to Johannesburg.
But I can say the dress code is out now.
Yeah.
Completely out. Because, I mean, I see you in Chengdu. We've been to places where I've seen you. And if you were to tell anybody I'm a Christian,
they
will ask you, no way.
But deep down, I'm a Christian. You know.
Now, bringing in Christianity and all this, I know back in Ghana how the perception that most of the youth coming up, and not just the youth, like the people now in this current dispensation of the world, how we feel about them. Some of the pastors, like fake pastors, this. Do you have that in South Africa?
A lot. Oh, bro, if you're touching that, I can talk to you until the morning.
Really?
That topic only, a lot. Pastors that will let...
Tell us, we want to know, what are some of the things that have happened? Tell us, share with us.
Pastors that will let the congregation to eat the grass.
For real?
Yeah. Because God, or maybe, yeah, because of their prophets. So God spoke to them. If they want healing or if they want miracles, they should eat grass.
And the congregants eat?
They do.
They chew it.
You know, the Bible says, sorry, I'm touching the Bible. The Bible says, if you lack the knowledge of God, then you go like, you know,
lack of knowledge, my people perish.
Exactly, they perish. You don't even know what you're doing. So once they hear that there's this a prophet from Malawi, he's doing miracles.
They want to rush there.
They rush there.
Do you think it's the fact that people actually have been irresponsible, so their life has been miserable, and they run to seek help from where they're not supposed to go? Is it like that?
I think it's like that. At first they don't find themselves exactly what they want. You know, they don't look at. But God is there.
Yeah,
you don't have to go to church to get healing. You know, healing is there. You know, miracles are there. You don't have to go to a pastor or to any false prophet to get miracles.
Okay. So, what brought you to China? Because from what you're saying, you already had a job doing in South Africa. Why China then?
Because I was getting very comfortable with the job I was doing, and I felt like I was born in South Africa. I started in South Africa. I worked in South Africa. All my life was in South Africa. So why can't you try something different? Why can't I go abroad? You know? Yeah, but when you say why China, the reason I started in China, it was because it was the first opportunity that I got, you know, through a cousin of mine that stays in China. And then I was like, okay, let me try it. Let me try and go to China, but I won't be in China for the rest of my life. I still want to go to different countries.
So have you been to any other country other than China?
At this point in time, no.
Okay.
No.
So China is your first country?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And you talked about you had a job in SA. What was it?
Oh, I was, all right. I don't know how I'm gonna put it. I was an area manager. Like I was managing retail.
Okay.
Different stores. Right. So that's what I was saying. My job, I became so comfortable around it, and I was like in the job for good 10 years.
Okay.
So
you were so experienced in that job.
Yeah, very comfortable. I didn't even have a challenge. I didn't see anything as a challenge.
Okay.
Yeah, but I decided
to with this, will you say you are a strong woman?
I am, bro. I've been through a lot in life.
Really?
You know, when I look at the girls, and whenever I talk to the girls, I've got a terrible history, you know, when it comes, okay, I'll touch on it a bit, when it comes to relationships. So I would say I'm a strong woman because through that, I came out and I stood on my own and I do things on my own. I became independent. Okay. But I don't brag about that. I don't tell people what I have, what I do, whatsoever, but I know myself as a strong woman. So,
while you were coming to China, did you know what you were going to do? Or you got here before you realized, oh, the only thing I can do is teaching?
No, I knew.
You knew you were coming to teach?
I knew.
So does that mean, even before you got here, you didn't come in as a student, you came in as a worker, right? Oh, that's good. Yeah. It makes it easy for you guys because of, you are considered as natives. Yes. But we Ghanaians, we're not. Even though English is our formal language, that's the language we use from birth. You go to school, wherever you use English, but still we are not classified as a native English country. And the funny thing is, we learned the best English. We learned the British English.
Yeah.
But still, we are hoping one day things will change.
Yeah.
But until now, we can't do nothing about it. So if you are to pick any other thing that you would want to do aside teaching, what would that be?
Maybe acting. You know, my friends, they always tell me that you are, not that I'm dramatic, they say they classify me as a comedian. You know, everything you see, you create a joke.
Okay.
You know, you can act as a very representative woman, a very decent woman, you know. But at some point, you can become childish. You can become, you know, you can change yourself, like yourself in different ways. So yeah, I could say maybe acting. Yeah. There
are clubs in China who do stripping.
No, I'll never do that. I'll never do that. You know, that's why it's gonna go back to that thing that said, teachings of my parents.
Okay.
They keep on haunting me. There are things that I cannot do.
Doesn't matter how much it's gonna pay.
Simple thing. Have you seen ears pierced?
No. But why don't you have earring as a lady?
I don't pierce.
Why? Is it from
My religion.
Okay. And what is that religion?
And I'm a Christian, but my parents have their own roots in the house.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And by piercing, okay, we're gonna talk a lot about the Bible, but when it comes to that, piercing, yeah, my parents they quoted that from the Bible that we're not supposed to pierce our bodies.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't pierce. I would never pierce.
What about tattoo?
Yes. You're coming to the right way. Good question. I wanted to do a tattoo, but in a very private area. Nobody. But
private area.
No, not really. Yeah. Yeah, private, because no one was going to see.
Okay, you don't want anybody to see it. So private could be your back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I thought about mom and dad. It was like, what if mom sees this? I'll be in trouble. Yeah. So I cannot pierce, I cannot do tattoo. But with tattoo, I'm not sure, but piercing I'll never pierce. I'm sorry. I'm beautiful as I am. I don't need to pierce my ears.
You don't need that.
I don't need that.
Yeah. Okay, so what is life like in South Africa? I haven't been there.
Life in South Africa is amazing.
Lovely and amazing. What makes it so?
Life in South Africa, okay, firstly, South Africa is a very free country. You go there, you do your thing. You know, if you want to get married, South African, you can get married South African there. There's so many things that you can do freely in South Africa. You know, that's what I'm saying. I was born there, I love my country, and I still say it's a good country to live in.
So now you know, we just talked about how life is in South Africa, but comparing it to China, do you see any differences? And if there are any differences, what are they? What do you think they are?
Firstly, culture.
Okay, culture differences.
Yeah, culture differences, and environment is home. But yeah, China is totally different from South Africa. When I was in South Africa, the life I'm living in China is totally different from the life I was living in South Africa.
Okay.
I can't say in South Africa I was living a very classy life. No. The way I'm average right now, and I was average in South Africa, but I can say, simple thing, going to a pub. I can dress like this in China and go to a pub. There's no problem. But I cannot go to a pub like this in South Africa.
Why?
No. Well, I can't say peer pressure firstly, but I could say they will look at me like, are you sure you're in the right place?
Okay.
And secondly, the bouncers from the door or from the entrance
might not even allow you.
Yeah, from the entrance with sneakers, no.
You cannot enter a club with a sneaker.
You cannot. Shorts, no.
You need to wear pants.
Yeah, they are. If you wanna go to pubs or clubs that are a bit classy, then you should wear, elegant.
So it is a situation where they have dress codes for pubs and clubs?
Yeah, like when you go to a club as a lady, you should put on, there are clubs where you should put on a heel.
Isn't that too tiring?
It's not. You know when you dance with a heel, you know I love dancing.
Yeah.
When you dance with a heel. Now you're touching another.
She can really dance. She can really
I'm not a good dancer, but I love dancing.
You love it and you do it better. You do it well. Trust me.
Well, yeah. So dancing with a high heel, maybe like I'm tall, so maybe I'll go for a 3 centimeter or a 4 centimeter. I can dance with that. So there are clubs like that. That strictly you have to walk in with like wearing a heel. And guys, you cannot walk in wearing shorts and sneakers. You should wear shoes and no jeans.
In a club.
In a club.
So
But
that means in South Africa I can never go to a bar because I am a sneaker person.
Okay, but let me correct myself again. There are those clubs that they do allow you guys to, you know, they allow us as well to wear sneakers. But I prefer the ones that you can wear. You wear heels. Because you know your life.
So you can, you know. I get it. Did you you actually talked about this, like the culture difference? Have you experienced to what extent have you seen the culture difference, like between South Africa and China here?
Firstly, let us start from food. Simple food. The food they eat in China is totally different from the food we eat in South Africa. And
continue.
And before I came to China, I did a research about this province, Sichuan province, and read that they specialize in hot pot, they specialize in spicy food.
Right.
But my expectations were like, okay, because if there is a few, there are few Chinese restaurants in South Africa. They cook good food. Yeah. We do go to restaurants, but they are restaurants in South Africa. So I had those expectations and I came in like, okay, cool. Even if they're saying there's hot pot, spicy food, but I think I can enjoy their food. But when I got here, food was zero. I don't like their food at all.
Is it the case that you couldn't eat it or you didn't like it? Because there are others who do like it and they take it.
No, at first I couldn't eat.
Okay.
Like even like looking at it wasn't good for my eyes.
Okay.
Yeah, so at first, but as time goes on, well.
Now I think things are changing.
Yeah, and secondly, chopsticks.
Oh.
that was a challenge. That was the most challenge. You know, before I left South Africa, I had a friend of mine who used to eat a lot of sushi.
Oh,
yes,
Japanese.
Yeah. So he used to show me how to use the chopstick. You know, you go to China, you have to practice using it. And I'm like, no, I will find a spoon, or I will use my hands. Oh yeah.
When they see you using your hands, some of them take a picture. It's like, oh, why is he using the hand to eat? Then, quote unquote, this kind of stupid idea about we from Africa comes into mind. I think you've seen a lot of, cultural difference, and it's not just you, everyone in here.
Yeah.
When I came here first, I have my own experiences that I've witnessed, so I can, attest to what you're saying, and it's not just for you or me alone, it's for everyone. The moment you get in here, you realize, oh, what food are they eating? But let me say this, if you don't try it, when you try it once, then you realize, oh, this thing that I saw is actually good.
Yeah, you're right. And a simple thing that, like us as women, African women, we know how to conduct ourselves around people. If I'm sitting with you in a restaurant, I know how to eat, how to chill. Yeah. But Chinese girls, sorry to say, no offense, they show like, I can go like.
Oh God, you've realized a lot.
Yeah, I've not.
Some of the things you see it, but then if the person is close to you, and then you can say something about it, then you tell them directly. Not in the public, but behind closed doors, you can tell them, talk to them about it. But when you cannot have that opportunity to tell people what they did wrong, you just look at them and you're like, what's going on?
What is a noise? You eat it, but what is a noise?
Exactly. We should be in your mouth, closed, like, gently.
No, enjoying your food.
So a thumbs up to African ladies. We appreciate that. Well, let me ask you this. If anybody you know back home in South Africa is coming or planning to come to China, what would be your advice to that person, to such person?
Firstly, I'll support the person to come to China. Secondly, because of I like cooking, I will advise the person to bring her own or his own spices.
Oh.
or your own, no, not really ingredients, but spices. So I'm very picky when it comes to spices, the spices I'm using when I cook. So I advise the person, bring your own spices, because the spices they use, even if you buy online, if I buy online, I don't find the spices we use in South Africa.
Right.
You know? And secondly, what's the rest, you know, the rest China has. You know? Yeah, but be prepared
to face what you're coming into. Guys, so like I told you earlier, I'm having a conversation with Mahalia from South Africa, and it's going on well. Like I tell you all the time, we bring you the best from this channel. On this channel, we bring you the best. So keep up with us, and please remember to subscribe to our channel so you get notified whenever we drop anything on the channel. So let me go on to this. I want to ask you this. What difficulties do you face in your daily life here in Chengdu, and how do you, mitigate them? How do you go about those difficulties?
Well, at this point in time, I can't say there are difficulties. There are no difficulties. It's going to go back to your first question about the coronavirus lockdown. That was the only time that I faced difficulties.
But let me ask anyway, how long have you been here so far?
In China?
Yes.
11 months.
11 months?
Yeah.
Okay.
Out of 11 months, I faced difficulties for 3 months during the lockdown. But at this point in time, I cannot lie. No, there are no difficulties.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you think are some of the major difficulties that foreign girls would face in China here? Okay, let me say relationship.
Okay. The reason I say I have difficulties because I don't relate to that right now. No, I don't. But I could say it's not easy. You know, not that every girl from South Africa, when we come to China, we planning to have relationships or whatsoever. But it's within you as a woman that when you meet a guy, you want to at least create something, you know? Although, you know, we're not here to create relationships, as I said, create relationships and whatsoever. We're here for work. Some of us are here for studies, you know? Yeah. But when you meet someone, you're not meeting someone for a game and he will leave you and go to the next girl. No.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically, I could say, because I had a conversation with one of my friends. She was like, guys, it's not easy. It's not easy to find, not really a right guy, but somebody that you can create a relationship with in China.
The good ones are there. Maybe you just...
Or in Chengdu, let me say Chengdu.
No, there are good ones. In Chengdu, I can stand in for the guys in Chengdu. I'm holding all of you up here in my arm and my hands. Yes. They are good ones. Don't you think it's the case where these girls are always wanting, so they don't really go in for a settlement? Even if it's not a marriage thing. Let's create something. Rather than just do a hit and run stuff. Don't you think it's the case that these girls are just wanting other stuff?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Because like I said, there are good guys here that if you want to have them permanent, you can.
Next question. I don't want to elaborate on that.
Okay. Will you date a Chinaman?
No.
Why no?
No.
Why?
But I'm not saying my girls cannot go for them, but I personally cannot. Chinese guys. No. Firstly, they're not hygienic. No. Walking on the street as a gentleman, you go, you spit everywhere you go. They neat. Looking at them, you will see that they're neat guys. They dress well, yes. But I pay attention to small details when it comes to a man.
Okay.
You know?
So what are some of these details?
Neatness.
Okay.
You know, or cleanliness. You can dress neat. Let me correct myself. You can dress neat, but you're not clean.
Okay.
You know?
Hey, make sure it's not me.
No, I'm just making an example. No, it's not him.
Okay.
It's really not him. No, it's not him. I'm just making an example.
Okay.
So, they're not hygienic. The first thing, it's hygiene, you know, and secondly, it's how they conducting themselves around women. They're shy. I cannot do a shy guy.
Okay.
I am not shy. They're shy.
Maybe they just cool and calm, not shy.
No, there's a person who's cool and calm. That's you when you're in a club. You're cool and calm. So they're not.
Maybe some of the girls can make me warm, hot.
No, they're not. So I personally cannot go for them. So, and secondly, culture-wise, we'll never link.
Be
We'll
on the
never
same
match.
level.
Yes, no, we'll never match.
And let me chip in this. I had this girl, and when we started talking, the first question, it wasn't the first question, but she asked me this question. Excuse me, can I please ask you this? A foreign girl, I mean, black girl. Are you circumcised or not?
Yeah. No, you know, oh well, that question, I don't ask a guy that question. What happened to this?
It was asked.
I don't ask.
And I'm like, so when the question came, I said, hell yeah.
I don't ask. I experience. After experiencing it, move
You
back.
back up.
I'm like, no, bro, you are not, right? And my tribe is against that. Anyway, I'm a cluster. My cluster tribe is against that.
Okay.
All right. So if I happen to make that mistake, I felt so disgusted. Why did I go for that person? But I didn't know, and I didn't want him to feel bad by asking that question. I'll never ask a guy that question. But I'll feel it, you know.
This person asked. And I told him, yes, I am. I'm a man. I'm a full man. I'm not half. No offense, but that is personal to me. That's how I feel about it. And let's just leave it there and then. How does it feel like living? Let's assume you in a relationship back home, and then you leave your partner there to travel outside. How does it feel? Don't you disconnect or something like that? I'm not saying, I don't know if you were in a relationship back home or not, but in such situation as a lady, how does it feel?
Well, let me speak for other ladies, not for myself, because I was not really in a relationship, but I was in something. I don't know how to call it.
He's watching. He's watching. So you knew what it was then. Okay, let's go.
It wasn't really a relationship. It was something that we were trying, and then I started telling him that I'm traveling to China, and it was hard.
It was hard, right?
Yeah, but for the ladies that were in a relationship, in a long-term relationship whatsoever, I guess it's not easy.
Right.
It was actually hard for him. For me, I wasn't. I didn't feel that. I knew from the beginning that I'm leaving.
Okay.
You know, when we started this whole thing, I knew that this guy, I'm giving him a chance, but I'm leaving. You know? But when I came to China, hunger was the key.
Oh.
Let's just go to
Oh, so when you got to China, then hunger came in. There was hunger. Is it hunger for what?
You know, Michael, you know what I'm talking about.
I don't know.
You tell us.
Oh, hunger for food?
Not really for food. Hunger.
Okay, I see. Well, you should understand what this hunger means, you know. No, you don't need details from me, but you should know. So, from your side, it wouldn't really hurt you because you already knew.
No, yeah.
This wasn't like something you were doing till the end of time.
Yeah.
So at this point when you realize, okay, I have to go, it was just okay for you. But he took it as a World Cup.
Yeah.
So how were you able to make him understand the situation? Like, this is it, man.
Yeah.
Take it.
I tried. I tried to explain to him that I've got this opportunity and I'm going for it.
Okay.
You know, because in life we cannot always be together. We've got different plans. You know, if you feel like you cannot be in South Africa for the rest of your life. You want to go to the States,
Mm.
then go for it. That's
Okay,
what
so-
you want.
So, do you connect? Do you still connect with him as of now?
Not really.
Not really.
Yeah.
Meaning he's moved on.
Yeah, I don't mind.
You don't care.
Really, I don't care, but I don't mind.
Okay.
All right, yeah. I think you're using a right word though. I don't care because I wasn't.
It isn't part of your business.
Exactly. It is. It's not.
All right. So, what do you know about Ghana? I'm from Ghana, and the first time I saw you was at our party,
Yeah.
and that was crazy as hell.
Yeah.
What do you know about Ghana? Tell us.
Wow, Ghana.
Hmm.
Wow. I know. Okay. I know there's a place in Ghana called Accra.
That's the capital city.
Capital city of
Yeah.
Accra. Yeah. I can't say I know much about Ghana, but I know there's that beautiful place. Beautiful city called Accra, and I never asked much about Ghana from my Ghanaian friends.
Okay.
Yeah, because they always interested in knowing South Africa, So I don't get a chance of knowing much about their country.
So do you ever has it ever crossed your mind that, oh, let me have a plan, like I want to visit Ghana? First of all, in Ghana the capital is Accra, but if you want to find the sweetest city, the best city in Ghana, I would tell you go to my city, Kumasi. That is the best place to be.
Is it?
And shout out to all my Kumerican niggas, all my Kumerican boys. Shout out. Kumasi is the best city to be. To me, that is where I went to school. I grew up there. I left there to this place. So, if you want to go, anyway, are you planning to go to Ghana?
Well, I would love to go to Ghana because I've made a few friends.
How soon would that be?
Anytime the Lord will.
Okay.
Anytime.
Okay.
Yeah.
And have you gotten anybody who is like, leading you? Who would be there to lead you?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. I see. You heard how she said definitely, so you should know what it means. All right. Did you have Ghanaian friends in SA?
My hairstylist is Ghanaian.
Your hairstylist? Oh, I learned a lot of Ghanaian ladies in South Africa do.
They're very good.
Oh, shout outs. All the Ghanaian ladies working hard in South Africa. God bless your hustle.
They're very good, yeah. They were doing my hair. There was one old lady who was, okay, I'll get emotional right now. She was Ghanaian. So whenever...
Tell us the story. What's the story behind?
Whenever... This lady, she used to do my hair a lot, alright? And she used to tell me a story about her daughter who was in Ghana, who was not in a good
condition.
Good condition, and financially she's not in a good state as well. Sometimes, it was like she used to tell me sad stories. So there was a time where I allowed her to stay at my place because she didn't have money to pay rent, and I felt like she's like my mother because she was not really close to the age because my mom is old. My mom is 72, so I think she was around 50s or 60s.
Your parents are both alive, right?
Yeah, they were alive.
Okay. How many siblings do you have?
We're 5.
You're 5.
Yes.
How many boys? How many girls?
2 boys and 3 girls.
Who's the eldest?
Eldest lady.
You?
No, not me. I'm the youngest.
You're the youngest. Your parents are over 70?
Yeah, they're 70 and 71.
70 and 71.
Yeah.
That's a 1 year difference.
Yeah.
Wow. You're the youngest.
I'm the youngest. Yeah. I'm before the last.
Okay. And what do the others do? Do they also have plans of coming to China?
No way.
They don't.
Nobody wants to come to China in my family, especially after this pandemic. No one is interested.
So knowing Ghanaians in Chengdu and even China, what is your experience? How do you see Ghanaians in general? How do you feel about us?
Well, because of my personality, I think I easily get along with you guys.
Okay.
Because I'm a friendly person. I'm jolly, and I've been meeting Ghanaians who are free spirit. So I feel like they are friendly. They love people, and I can easily I got along with you guys the first time I met you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember that very well.
Yeah. So yeah, I can say that.
And you took over the show. It was like you were the organizer. Everything. You took over. We handed it over to you. Take it. Just do what you want to do.
Yeah.
It was very lively there. I saw you that day and I was like, whoa, this girl is so
Yeah, I remember you
lively,
approached me from
full
that
of
day.
fun.
I remember you approached me from that day that you were interviewing me. Like,
Yes. 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 On that day, that was the very day I went straight to her and then I told her, I want to have you on my show. Yes. And even that day you did something. I gave you the microphone. I was recording then. I gave you the microphone and when you started talking I said, boom. I want you on the show. You can do it. Yeah, so that was actually why I came straight to you and then here we are today. The Ghanaian guys, the girls, have you met Ghanaian ladies? No, because most of the time when we go out, it's just all of us, the guys.
Yeah.
Have you seen some Ghanaian girls?
I think I've met one. They by the barbecue place.
Oh, that girl. Oh,
Yeah.
I remember her. I remember that girl very well.
But she was okay. She was cool.
Actually, Ghanaians are very, very cool. We Ghanaians, we welcome anybody. It doesn't matter where you're coming from.
Yeah.
White, black, yellow.
South African.
Well, I'm speaking for myself now. I'm speaking for the entire Ghanaian community in China, in Chengdu, everywhere. That's how we are. We are very welcome, and it's like we are highly spirited when we meet our fellow black people.
Yeah. Not that I've noticed. You're right.
We are so energetic, and Ghanaians here, we hold the vibe at anywhere. If you want to have fun at any place, introduce Ghanaians there.
Interesting.
And we have it. So describe Ghanaian men in 3 adjectives for me.
3 adjectives? That's a lot.
Oh, you have a lot. Give us more.
No, I'm saying that's a lot. What do you ask?
3 is a lot.
Yeah, 3 is a lot, bro. But I can, maybe should I just cover up everything with 1?
1 is not enough. Ghanaian men have a lot of adjectives that you can use for us.
Wow, a lot.
Yes.
Guys,
I'm putting you on a blast.
You know that corner is tight. The corner that you're putting me into.
I know. I know you can. That's why I'm asking you this.
Well, firstly, the ones I've met here in Chengdu, they're good guys.
Good is an understatement.
I'm going to say
Okay.
they're good, they're loving, yeah, they're friendly, they're jolly, they're full of jokes. Yeah, they can accommodate people like what you said. They can accommodate people, and I'm not sure about them being romantic. I'm not sure. but
you haven't met the romantic one. No. No.
I'm not sure about that. Because I haven't.
Because you haven't experienced it.
Yes, I haven't. So I'm not sure about that.
Ghanaian man, let me put you this question. Are you romantic? Well, I can say I am. So
speaking for yourself, you can say you're like.
We are.
Oh, now you're standing for everybody.
Yes, we are. Ghanaian men, I'm never letting you down. We are romantic. We are everything actually. We are all in one.
Is it?
Yes.
No, guys, you got good personalities. You know, I never got. Okay, I've got this. My personality, like I said, I'm a jolly person. I'm always laughing. I'm always happy. So, but I easily get offended. So none of you guys offended me.
Okay.
No. Every time I go to you guys, I'll be like, and always give you that vibe. You know, that's what I like. So.
That's it. Okay. This is quite personal, and I don't know how to. Maybe it might get some people the bad way or the wrong way. I'm sorry I have to ask this. There's this narrative in public, like, I haven't been to South Africa, but I've heard it numerous times, that South African men or guys maltreat women. How true is that?
Well, There is. I can say firstly, men are not the same.
Okay.
Let's start with South Africa.
Mm.
And in South Africa, we having like different tribes. Well, there are tribes whereby you find men are becoming very stubborn and very staunch.
Mm-hmm.
And if they speak their word, they speak their word. They should have a last word in the house, you know. So, but then men are not the same. Like I said, well, there are so many cases in South Africa. It's really a shame. There are many cases whereby the men, they're beating up their wives or their partners, they're killing them, bad things. But to be honest with you, I'm not really sure what's the reason for them and for them to do that.
Has anything like that happened to you? Like being disrespected by a man or a man doing some dumb stuff to you?
Yeah.
Share with us.
You want to go to get into details?
Share with us.
Like I said to you from the beginning that I'm from a relationship that a very bad one.
Bad?
But the person wasn't abusive.
Okay.
But he was emotionally. He wasn't physically abusive, but he was emotionally abusive.
Mm.
Yeah, like the way verbally, the words he used to say to me, they were hurting. Sometimes I could feel like, you better beat me up. You better beat me up than
tell me these words.
Yeah, So such things we face in South Africa. But I want to say there are good guys in South Africa.
Sure.
If I can't say if I have to choose, because I personally, I'm sorry my brothers, I love you so much, but I cannot go for South African guy anymore. And I put down my foot after that relationship that I was in. No.
Really?
They're good guys. Starting from my brothers. My little brothers dated one girl from varsity, so to the death could have turned this relationship. They're good guys. But sometimes we don't meet good guys as in general. You meet people that treat us bad.
There is this saying that we used to say, those who want don't get.
Yes.
Those who get don't want.
Exactly. So I'm coming from that situation. I really fall for ladies who are in that situation. But I always tell them that, if things don't work out, call it off.
Was that the only way, for you to back off?
Yeah, I call it off.
No other solution?
I let things go. I left everything. We were staying together with a guy. I left everything. I started my life alone. And it was cool. So coming back to your question, I'm still saying not every guy in South Africa is bad.
Sure.
But there are those that they go astray, they do bad things.
Is there anything people are doing or
about
organizations
are
doing about this situation?
They're actually fighting against that right now. Even males, a lot of guys, they started some organization. They actually begging guys like, stop this nonsense. We're losing sisters. We're losing mothers.
Right.
We're losing, it's a shame. But at this point in time, I'm not sure what is really happening. I haven't heard stories.
Okay.
Yeah.
In general here, I'm going back to the question I asked before this one, last question. In general here, when we go out, there are a lot of black people inside there. But what I see most of the time is that South African girls who come to the bar are always with the Ghanaian guys. What is the magic that Ghanaian guys have that pulls all these girls?
You've got a vibe. First, you've got a vibe.
We've got a vibe.
Yeah, you've got a vibe, guys.
Oh.
I think we can easily get along with you guys. You get that. Some of you are charismatic. You get a charming thing. So it can be easy for us.
So when you look at me, what have I got? Because you just said some of us have got charismatic and got this. Now I am here with you. When you look at me, what have I got that I can use in the bar?
Yo!
Yes.
Your girlfriend's gonna kill you. Alright,
Then she better do. That was just by the way. Are there any of your friends, South African, female friends, who are in relationships with Ghanaian guys?
Yeah.
How many of them?
I think two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's leave it there. Convince me, a non-South African, to go on a tour in South Africa.
Wow. Start coastal.
Coastal.
Yeah,
Okay.
Start in Cape Town, then you go to Port Elizabeth, then you go to Durban.
Okay. Durban. Rings a bell.
Then you go to Durban. Yeah, because Cape Town is very, very beautiful. Cape Town is beautiful. Cape Town has a history of Nelson Mandela, who is my tribe. Madiba. Yeah. The late president. Yeah. So Cape Town has that history of him. The Robben Island. There are a lot of things that you can see in Cape Town. Same as Port Elizabeth, where I was born. And then Durban. Yeah, I could say start coastal. And then from there you go inside.
So what would be the most beautiful city in South Africa?
Okay.
Then why do people keep bringing up Joburg?
No. Joburg, no. Joburg is more industrial.
Okay.
Yeah. When we go to Joburg, we go to Joburg either studies or work.
All right.
Life in Joburg, maybe that would be the reason why people speak about Joburg. Life in Joburg, is
full of fun.
Yeah. Life in Joburg is very good, and a lot of people they come to Joburg, as I told you, for work and whatsoever. Yeah.
Well, I would want to go there one day and.
Please. Oh, okay. Yeah. Continue.
I would want to go there one day and see for myself how things go there. I don't know if I could get a South African girl.
Definitely, bro, you will.
Really?
You will.
Is that a promise or what?
Definitely. I'm telling you, but it's just that you need to hunt at the right places.
So, what are some of these right places? Give me the hints. First of all, I know Durban. What is it like having a girl from Durban?
Okay, the girls from Durban, the Zulu girls.
Okay.
Their tribe is Zulu. Well, they're different. There are those typical ones, and there are those more modern ones. So I think it would depend from a guy.
What you really want, I think. If you really want to go for the traditional one, you go get it.
Yeah. So they're different. The typical ones are more like traditional, they're more submissive. The modern ones, they're more like, so why are you telling me this? What is it?
Yeah.
You want me to do this? I don't want to do this. It's like him.
They like compare Durban ladies or Durban girls to where you from?
Okay, comparison. Comparison. Okay, coastal girls. I'm gonna say this to my girls. They know this. We are known as gold diggers.
Huh?
You listening, girls? They know us as gold. But we always say, no woman will stay in a relationship that doesn't have money.
So somebody told me, I love you cannot buy rice.
It's true. So basically, it's not that we are after money as coastal girls. We're not. But we are raised that the man is a provider in the house. So if I come to you, know that when I'm coming to you, I'm coming to you seeing your material things. No. But there should be money, man. No, there should be. So let's compare coastal girls with the Zulu girls.
Yes.
We sometimes we have different backgrounds. It depends, even on a Zulu tribe. It depends on how you're raised. I was taught. And I was trained to be submissive in a guy. My mom is way too submissive in my father, like very another level. You know, so I was taught like that. But at the very same time, I was taught to be wise.
Okay, be smart.
Yeah, very smart. Be submissive, but don't close your eyes. See when things go south and action.
Okay.
Right? So, but then the Zulu girls, I think when they're submissive, they submissive. You know, they just, I'm sorry, girl, but then they become submissive. So with us, we become very wise.
Okay.
You know? We like, okay, all right.
Submissive but smart and sharp.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think that's the difference between us and them. We're submissive, but we use our brains. You know, we become smart at them. You know, you start cheating, I can see you from afar.
Oh.
That there's something happening there.
But I can hide it.
You cannot.
You can. You can't catch me.
You can't. You know, guys, this is true. I'm sorry, girls, but this is true. We can easily see you guys when you start cheating.
Really?
Easily. It's small things, right? Small, very small things. So I think what mothers also trained us to have an eye on that. While you're still submissive, be submissive to your man. Don't disrespect him at all. But open your eyes.
Okay. Okay. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you get to know of any new audio or video podcast we post. Like, comment in the comment section, and share our video with others. Thank you.